Welcome to the home, the Premier League champions. Big up on yourself, big up on yourself. How y'all feeling? Mad day once again. It always interesting when Champions League is around. Whenever Champions League, not Champions, what am I talking about? Champions League is done. Um, transfer. Transfer. Whenever transfer season is in the house, I'm telling you, it's never ever a dull day with transfer. That is it. So much going on, so much to say. Yesterday we were here talking about this mystery player, that Real Madrid want to sign. Guess what? Today the mystery is solved. We got the Scooby Doo detectives on the job, and they came out with a name. Big up everybody in the chat. Nikolai, big up your damn self, big up yourself. You know what I mean? Yes, the Scooby Doo detective came up with a name. And Chinkies. ah, it is none other than Olise. None other than Olise. Real Madrid wants to go all out. I remember this game. I don't remember what game exactly it was, but there was this game that Jose Mourinho went to, and everybody was speculating and wondering why was Jose Mourinho at that game. It was a Bayern Munich game. I don't remember who they were playing against, but that was the situation. That was the situation, and here is the result. You never see smoke without fire. Anywhere there's smoke, trust me, fire is close by. So Jose Mourinho was scouting. He didn't even get the Real Madrid job yet, and he was scouting. That's probably how sure or guarantee he was that he was going to be hired as the Real Madrid boss. So, President said 150 mil starting price. Remember now, starting price. It's a 150 mil starting price for Michael Olise. Bro, this kid was just at Crystal Palace a couple seasons ago. Crystal Palace a couple seasons ago, just playing regular Premier League football. No, fast forward 2 years, this kid is said to be the most. No, don't get me wrong. That's if the transfer is accepted by Bayern Munich. But if the transfer is accepted by Bayern Munich, this kid is expected to be the most valuable player in football history. That is madness. That is crazy. That is crazy. You know what I mean? But yo, he's a fantastic talent. Fantastic talent. You know what I mean? So the saga continue. But I'm worried. I am worried. You know what I mean? If a transfer like this was supposed to happen, look at Real Madrid front three. You understand what I'm saying? Look at Vinny, Mbappe, and Olise. That is madness. That is madness. And they're not done. They're trying to go for Ricardo Califlori. You know what I'm saying? A left back that inverts and overlap to join in on the attack. No. That's not fair. You know what I mean? That is not fair. So guess what? Arsenal need to stick to their gun and hold on to their star boy. You know what I mean? We just win the Premier League. We missed out on the Champions League. We need to build. We don't need to dismantle to try to build again. But Olise, fantastic talent. And we see how this saga continues because it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. When Jose Mourinho signed for Real Madrid the first time, he brought in Kaká and he brought in Cristiano Ronaldo. So he's known for making statement signing for this Real Madrid team. This Real Madrid team wants to make a statement as well. They were poor last season and they're not trying to be that this season. So trust me, it's going to be a very interesting to see how this work out. Nikolai, how you doing, man? How you doing? Guys, remember, please like the channel. It does help. All right. Once a year, just hit the like button, man. It costs nothing at all. All right. Just hit that like button. Um, Being that Nikolai is here and he's a Liverpool fan, let's jump into the Liverpool. Let's jump into some stuff about Liverpool. So Nikolai said, I also heard Bayern wants um, Rio. Brian wants real, Nikolai, and that's the reason why I started to wonder what's going on into this saga with Olise. You know what I mean? Is he a direct replacement that they're looking? Have they intend? Do they have the intention to sell him? Because I mean, 150 million pounds. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know what I mean? You probably what doubling up, tripling up on the money that you pay for him. I don't remember how much they pay for him, but that's a lot of money that they would pay for this kid. You get what I'm saying? And it'll be the kind of transfer that will be hard to turn down. It'll be the kind of transfer that the club and player will be hard to turn a blind eye on. This is Real Madrid. You know what I mean? And if Real Madrid are willing to go all out, and as far as our knowledge is concerned, that's the starting bid for this player. That means they want him by any means necessary. I don't know how that goes against financial fair play rule. Who knows? That probably doesn't apply to Real Madrid because a lot of things seem like it does not apply to Real Madrid of late. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. So that's the situation. But in return, Bayern has stepped up some interest in Liverpool wonder kid, Rio. You know what I mean? Rio has been an integral part in the Bayern Munich setup for the season that just finished. You know what I mean? Breakthrough star, and is proven to be a very valuable asset to this Liverpool team. This Liverpool team have a new manager, Arioli, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure that he's going to want to lose some of his best assets. You get where I'm coming from? I'm not sure that something like this will spark any interest at all towards this manager that is very ambitious. You know what I mean? Very ambitious. Yeah. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up everybody in the chat. I can see Kai, Trossard, Kepa, Noga, Jesus all leaving. I think everybody wants to make Rio a key player. We will get Rogers and Tonali. Well, we're going to get some players. You know what I mean? We're definitely going to get some players. We have to strengthen. We definitely do have to strengthen, and that's a fact. There's no way we can just sit back and relax and think that this team that we just used. I mean, like, I want to put respect on these players, you know what I mean, because they are the Premier League champions. You get what I'm saying? They are the Premier League champions, and I want to make sure that they are respected and we value them for who they are. You get me? But at the end of the day, there's only so far some players can carry you. Only so far players can carry you. When you look at the situation, when you look at Michael Olise, right? Michael Olise was the star of Crystal Palace alongside who? If y'all remember in the chat, y'all remember who was the star alongside Michael Olise at Crystal Palace? None other than Eze, right? It's like y'all watch Naruto, right? And when you watch Naruto and you see Naruto and Sasuke training and all of that, and it's like Sasuke is a natural talent, but Naruto have to work hard for it and want. And he went out there and he worked and he worked and he worked. And every time Sasuke see Naruto fight, it's like Sasuke say, Naruto, how far have you gone? Leave me. You know what I mean? How far have you come? You know what I mean? Because Naruto's keep on improving. That's all I say. All I say just keep on improving. You know what I mean? And it's like he's just leaving Eze in the wings. You get where I'm coming from? It's just a no contest situation right now as far as the two players are concerned. Um, to see where Olise right now is being valued at such a high price. I mean, like it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And as a have potential. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely want to see something like this. Things like this need to hurt, man. You know what I mean? You need to be happy for your friends, for your friend, but things like this need to also hurt to know and understand that you and this guy was a star player right there. You know what I mean? Why is he so much better than you right now? You understand what I'm saying? Why is he so much better than you right now? And it needs to hurt and push you, drive you to be better. You get me? So that's just my thought and Eze and the situation. So as we were talking about Liverpool for a second, so Liverpool have a new manager, and there's a lot of change going on at Liverpool. Kanate run down his contract and leave on a free transfer. You have the likes of Salah leaving and all of these stuff, right? And if you give Jurgen Klopp a war chest, a treasure chest of money, last summer he said, go out and build your dream team. And he went and he got several high profile players. I mean, Liverpool break the transfer record twice in the same season. That's not a joke. You get where I'm coming from? That is not a joke. But what happened? They were flopped. They did nothing. You know what I mean? They did nothing, 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 nothing. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we could understand the situation of Liverpool needed a change, and it's a fantastic change. He's a better coach to me than Alonso. You know what I mean? This Ariola guy. I've watched him in the league, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. We're gonna see who's better now than who because they're all here. You know what I mean? They're all here. So it will show. But I'm just saying, Liverpool, I think it's an awesome choice that they made with Ariola. But as I was saying, it's a situation where the team has been changing. You just gave the previous manager a shitload of money to make sense and bring home the league. You know what I mean? They barely qualify for Champions League football. So it's understandable. It's understanding that he would have been fired, you know what I mean, and replaced. And there's no way you can give him more money to rebuild again. You know what I mean? Liverpool went through some tragedy. You know what I mean? The loss of Jota. And it seems to still be playing on a lot of these players' mind. You get me? So the team needs to reshuffle. Mentally, some of these players are not strong enough to deal with it. And I think it's been dragging a lot of them down. You know what I mean? Every single time a player leave Liverpool, they tend to speak about that scenario. So Liverpool need a change. You know what I mean? They need to reshuffle and they need to, you know what I mean? So I think it was a good move for them to put themselves in the position that they are now with a new manager, looking into bringing some new players, so they can just leave the past of Jota, you know what I mean, in the past. You know what I mean? Not that they're going to forget him. You know what I mean? He's an unforgettable player. Arsenal definitely won't forget him. Not after what he did to our defense, But may his soul rest in peace. I mean, Liverpool Football Club go on and, just play ball. All right, people. Let's move on to the gaffer. Let's move on to our coach. You know what I mean? One done. Mikel Arteta. Big up everybody in the chat. Let me see what Nikolai is going on with. Dark Kane said he wants out of AC Milan. Who is that he's talking about? It would be great if we could get Barcola. Okay, Nikolai. Nikolai said, I want a midfield stellar. Wortman would be great. Even Nikolai, y'all just spent a bunch of money, like crazy, crazy money on breaking record twice last season. And I only for something. You know what I mean? I don't know the kind of money that you guys will have to spend this season. And I mean, you guys are still probably good within financial fair play rule because you guys sold as much as you bought, I would say. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Mikel Arteta is now the longest serving manager of the Big Six club, people. Yes. Mikel Arteta is now Mikel Arteta is now a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Mikel Arteta is now a veteran manager in the Premier League. Mikel Arteta also is the only Big Six manager that has won a Premier League trophy. You want to know something crazy? Michael Carrick is the second longest Big Six manager in the Premier League. No, that is crazy. Is Michael Carrick just got the job? Michael Carrick just got the job and all of that. So he's the second Big Six manager, longest Big Six manager in the Premier League. Um, yeah, my boy is out here doing all sort of stuff. All sort of stuff. So you guys feeling? What you guys feeling? Talk to me. What's going on? What you guys think gonna be the situation with Olise? Is Bayern Munich gonna sell? 150 mil. That's not chump change, you know. That's not money that you're gonna look to say, oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. That's not chump change. You know what I mean? That's crazy money to turn down. You know what I mean? And I think that bragging rights on that player, man. That player accepting something like that and knowing that, hey, guess what? That's the most expensive player in the world. And that record is not going to be broke anytime soon. You know what I mean? Anytime soon. So I always think that he would want to do. You know what I mean? He would want to go. But let's see. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan said, yes, Riley, how things? We got manga. I'm not sure if manga is complete yet, but we're very much on our way of making it happen. You know what I mean? Fantastic talent. You know what I mean? Fantastic, fantastic talent. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in Arsenal colours for sure, for sure, for sure. You know? So we're just waiting. I'm just waiting on confirmation and final cross that in the eyes and crossing the T's. You know them kind of way there. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on right now. But football season is acting up. I think England playing a practice game tomorrow. The coach was speaking today, and all of that. You know, the Arsenal boys. I think it's still yet to draft up the to draft in themselves into the England team. You know what I mean, and all of that. The coach was asked if he spoke to them. He said no, but he's seen pictures, he's their stuff, so they should be in good morals. They should be doing well after losing the Champions League final. You know what I mean? But don't worry, coach. The boys are fine. The boys are fine. They're ready to go. They're definitely ready to go. So yeah, just prepare yourself to, you know what I mean? Don't play them too much. Though. Yeah, I know they have to play. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, so that's the situation. World Cup is eating up all over. All over. There are some friendlies going on that have not even yet tapped into. You know what I mean? To be this is mad. I'm not even yet look at my World Cup schedule. You know what I mean? To know the dates, the times, or anything like that yet. I've not had the time to do it yet. You know what I mean? But I know this World Cup will be very, very good. You know what I mean? 2026 World Cup is finally upon us. You know, um, we're gonna do World Cup matches. Definitely gonna do watch along for some of these games, and all of that. So we'll figure out who some of our supporters, Riley's World supporters, support, and we're just gonna watch games and have fun with football like we normally always do. Riley, I'm going to go enjoy the stream. Big up yourself, Nikolai. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for being here. This is not a long stream either for me. You know what I mean? Just came on to touch base and stuff like that. But I'll be back later on. Definitely be back later on. And we'll do some more stuff. All right? So, people, appreciate y'all for passing through, man. Big up on the damn self. You know what I mean? Jonathan, see you a little more. See you a little more. Thanks, people. Peace.